So I did about discussing about Pat McAfee. So well, Pat McAfee is doing a Pat McAfee show will be streaming on Netflix. We're taking place. So this was a slight update on Pat McAfee show. Stating quote: Agent of streaming on Netflix. Engaging has a front runner. Agent for Pat McAfee is next on major deal. Stating quote: Agent about Pat McAfee reportedly is starting to come into focus in Netflix's light as at the center of it. Also has a streaming science continues responding into certain sports content video, the podcasting, in its growing partnership with WWE. A new update suggests Pat McAfee could become a massive piece, and yet struggling in certainly a fuso. Other sports, Sonia's and Blake and Garden reports that Netflix is expected to be one of the permanent front runners to land the Pat McAfee show once his next year window starts opening up over the next 12 to 24 months. So it is 12 to 24 months. Give me 1 second here, guys. Um, I was in the next 12 to 24 months in this is it frame like some extended contract expressing you. And it was because Awani is now reportedly involved in helping line up what's come next. As sources told, on Netflix is expected to be a prominent front runner to a Southern Pat McAfee, so has next his window begins to take shape over the next 12 to 24 months has his ESPN deal in progress with Awani now getting involved in possibly his next deal. Adding Netflix, for one, us has been moving for full update into sports. This is in possibly driving the programming at the same time. It already has a growing relationship with WWE to Raw, and Pat McAfee is already part of that world as a commentator, and Wesley gives this whole thing inbuilt into a connections before any deal is even signed. That exciting overlap was a hang part of why and Blake and Gavin said that it makes so much sense. After between our Netflix move into the fields of podcasting, expanding registered with WWE through WWE Raw and Pat McAfee already is spending time on the Netflix. The Running Raw broadcast has a commentator is proven and, and was a Capoli Adding to Triple H's Cody said, and Pat McAfee is seen by many as a face of WWE, which is a massive statement to considering how many muscle stars are under that right now. And that kind of this value only make Pat McAfee more innovative if Netflix is looking for someone who can both bring both sports, entertainment, and wrestling all at once. And Blake and Gavin pointed is ready to that part to make the spreading lights and legal behind this possible move is so impulsively. Wasn't Ed in Triple H's recording saying that Pat McAfee is seen by many as a face of WWE and so known as falsely. And then came the bigger takeaways, and this next year may not even be about the show itself. It may be about Pat McAfee has been all around on social media properly that was a final piece, and Blake and Gavin know it when to describing how McAfee is playing in view right now. And Pat McAfee isn't such all air this talent at this point. He's an honest performer and has a built-in growing intelligence, and this is why his next deal feels bigger than his schedule made on his contract. Also has of said as to Pat McAfee already spending career with includes WWE, ESPN, ongoing Hollywood opportunities. The bottom line, this isn't just about what the Pat McAfee show lands next. It's about bossing Pat McAfee has a full scale media force with Netflix probably becoming the center of that next. So do you think on Netflix is a right move or for Pat McAfee, or should he stay with on ESPN? And WWE has his main platforms and business. They can drop in your thoughts below and let us know what you guys think. So this is what he said about on Netflix could be slight move on his fails. Well, as you been talking about regarding on Pat McAfee, he might go into Pat McAfee so responding to his current contract deal to Pat McAfee so is coming to on Netflix, or probably is with a slight move. I just said Pat McAfee so could be going forward to in this content or streaming on Netflix at the time is right. I'm into a content for regarding Pat McAfee show is going to on Netflix into an on ESPN deal and just partnership with WWE. So let me know about your thoughts on. So do you think Pat McAfee could going on the Pat McAfee show heading to on Netflix at this time with slight move? So when I do originals, looking forward for the Pat McAfee show coming into on Netflix going forward. So we like this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe in this YouTube with BCW. But this time in this video, peace.